everyone, what is up? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about what is happening with XRP in the XRP community. Now in CoinMarketCap, XRP is at 24 cents. As well, we're in a mix of red and green today. But now guys, before we jump into news, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, nor is financial advice, just a certain amount of value only. XRP has tweeted out new update, the Great Reset.
We are headed in the world economy and how that translates into actions countries pursue. Where we are, as you said, we put the floor under the world economy, remarkable actions by governments and central banks. And at that stage, we really didn't have to be differentiating between potentially winners and losers. It is a floor for everyone. Now we are reaching a point when there has to be continuation of support. This is what we say at the IMF. Do not withdraw support prematurely. But this support has to be more differentiated in terms of what is it that is the economy of the future demanding from actions today. And in that regard, what we see as promising steps in many places is a triage. One, very forceful support for the health of people so we can put an end to the pandemic and do that universally. Still work to be done in that regard. Two, a lot of attention to what would be the engine of productivity for tomorrow. Let's remember, before this crisis, we did have a worry. The worry was growth was anemic, productivity was low. Is it now possible to inject more a momentum through betting on accelerated digital transformation? And we see a lot of countries and companies paying attention to that. And three, and this third one is very important, we face a very serious risk of a tale of two cities. The part of the economy that is digital and moving.
You can see the Great Reset financing a sustainable recovery. International, the digital transformation. Notorious XRP has tweeted out.
Give you, I know that you're probably familiar with it already, but mention for all the audience the various work streams that we have, because I think it really demonstrates the scope of our review and the depth that we want to develop in so doing. So we will cover topics like inflation measurements. That's an important one that is often debated. That's coming up on September 23rd. We will also work on ECB's price stability objective. As I said earlier, it's one of our key focus. Eurosystem modeling, very important in order to identify whether we are capturing all the right ingredients and whether we are working them out in the adequate way. We will also discuss digitalization and the impact that it has from a monetary policy point of view, and I have in mind obviously such matters as the payment system, the euro digital currency possibly. Our topics will include climate change. As those who listen carefully to me, it's a topic that I'm very keen about, which I believe has a systemic dimension that applies actually to price stability. We will include also financial stability and macroprudential policies, non-bank financial intermediation, communication, and the interaction between monetary policy and fiscal policies. Now, I have limited illusion about the absence of leak in all the work that will be done. But my hope is that we can have sufficiently cohesive a process so that we can actually, as we move along, possibly signal directions without actually settling on any particular final considerations, because all these topics actually interact and will matter when it comes to defining our overall strategy. So that's really what I wanted to say about our...
There we go. She said it right there as well. Remember, climate change, a more green economy. So it comes from Boy XRP.
With that thought hanging in my head in 2009, I met a guy who became an important client of mine, who I never in a million years imagined might wind up being Treasury Secretary, and that was Stephen Mnuchin, who was the person who put together a buyout group to buy failed banks in the crisis, one of them being IndyMac, the second biggest bank failure in that era. And Stephen and I got to be very close as I represented him in a variety of issues, and he asked me to leave my law firm and go out there and help him run that organization.
As we can see, talking cryptocurrency with Brian Brooks of Coinbase. Now guys, we're to the fun part of XRP and the XRP community. Now this is quite interesting. Fifi has tweeted out. Now if we go up here, we can see all of this. If we go back down, we see these pictures right here. As well as this right here. To transform the economy, you need economic collapse, because once the status quo has collapsed, you can rebuild the status quo in the image that you want. This is classic problem, reaction, solution. So, are we waiting for this huge economic collapse, guys? Jordana tweeted out, we seen this picture right here, but if we go down here, what do we see? From IBM News, the launch of the Mayflower. It is literally launching, guys, the Mayflower. Once again, from Jordana, we can see these pictures right here. If we go down, 10 more days left. Enjoy the opium rally. So what do you guys think? Felipe Suida, Central Bank of Brazil is already launching its instant payment system. 24 hours, 7 days per week, and no holidays. It works at any time at a low cost. Seems Ripple is way beyond our imagination. So, we've seen this before. This is not XRP or even Ripple, but it is exactly what we need to set up for ODL payments to scale up and removes all of last mile friction. XRP Brainstorm has tweeted out. Now if we go up here, we've seen these pictures from David Schwartz. Let's go back down. All colors matters. Let's see this. It looks like everything's connecting. Next it comes from Trier. Mr. Pool Drop, 30th May. Description: the phoenix shall rise, but only once the storm is over. You won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure whether the storm is really over. California, is the storm over? Valgester tweeted out, never keep your funds on exchanges. They like to act like they get hacked. Legal way of robbing your currencies. Get them off ASAP. Trust no exchanges. But he tweeted out one more thing as well from Valgester. So many things are going to roll out rapidly from now until October to make people do a double take on reality. Dominoes. So a lot of stuff should be happening, guys, very soon. Dana Rippler has tweeted out, we can see this right here. IMF. Ripple. We can see RippleNet. So again, the IMF stating Ripple, RippleNet. There seems to be a connection happening here. Next it comes from Goring Gecko. What do you see here? So as you can see, I won't tell you where I work since it's a risk to my job. Next coming months are considered probably the biggest Ripple conference due to a deal that is most likely going to go through with Bank of Canada and Bank of Brazil. XRP will be adopted by Bank of Brazil in the upcoming months. Bank of Canada is found of adoption but still not confirmed. ODL will be increased for financial institutions. This is huge. This is no ETA on public announcement, but it's looking around September 16th, Ripple Swell Conference. About this, it looks like something should be happening very soon. XP Huddle tweeted out, I never ignore a coincidence. Flare CEO, Fifi icon. What do we see here, guys? Look at Fifi. We see that picture. Similar to that picture. The connections are being made. Joker XRP has tweeted out, soon you will see XRP market to save the world as an eco-friendly technology. Think about it, faster payments, greater liquidity and value in circulation, influencing the fourth industrial revolution, bigger, better, and faster in all aspects. Trust the gut. Lee Jong has tweeted out, the puppet master lost Fed and Swift. What are they manipulating now? What will the upcoming regulation break down? What will happen, guys? Once again from Dear Don, Mr. Poole is onto something. We already seen this. If we go down here to Fojack's tweets, Mr. Poole, these tweets were from a while ago, I'm pretty sure. Now if we go down here, from XRP Alliance, a massive smoke cloud has formed over California. Are the connections being made right here? Ram the Great has tweeted out, just remember this, minus 90%. I'm pretty sure stocks or crypto or both, everything. But I'm pretty sure he tweeted out a V correction. Reborn has tweeted out, why do I rarely tweet about XRP anymore? The game plan is staring you right in the face. Nothing has changed. Everything is in motion. My focus is now elsewhere. It will happen when it happens. There will be many of you who do not believe your eyes. Next it comes from Luminous Design, AD Astra, Luna Path 91. We can see X equal 91, maybe Phoenix. Exxon 11.6. Now Baba Cuz has tweeted out a couple of things. You guys can read this. But the final tip for today's video comes from Baba Cuz. London is ready. It looks like things are starting to progress, guys. But who really knows what will happen at the end of the day. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Feel free to be a member of the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. And hey guys, see ya.
This is the beginning of the greatest economic cycle this country has had since World War II. And I knew the things that Donald would do. And he hasn't even got started. But this is the eye of the motherfucking storm, the perfect storm. It ain't never going to get any better. Never. This is perfect for the QLA model. If I could have written a prescription or a formula, I couldn't have written it any better. Low interest rates. Money's free. You stupid. Massive chaos. And Donald's going to rip the mother economy apart. And he's going to for practice in a good way. This is it. It ain't never going to get anything better. This is like a multiple orgasm the rest of your life, you fucking slags that are in the audience. This is it.
Sometimes I don't want to hear what Dan has to tell me. But as I wrote in one of my blogs, the old man, he's always right. Because he's telling you what you don't want to hear about yourself, but what you know is true. And that is, you're not stepping yourself up. You're not stepping your game up. And you get caught up in fear. As Dan says, false expectations appearing real.